Hello, wonderful people. This is Tom Check with Choice Coaching, where we help you unlock your inner awesomeness. And today we are talking about reflection and after-action reviews. This is terminology that I didn't come up with. I heard it from somebody in the military. They do after-action reviews. What an idea. You brief a team on what they're supposed to do. They go out, they do stuff. And then after they do stuff, they debrief what happened. Did what we expect to happen happen? Did we do what we said we would do? Was the outcome what we wanted it to be? Seems pretty straightforward, right? Incredibly meaningful though, because then you can identify, did we have a planning issue if our outcome didn't get reached? Did we have an execution issue if our outcome didn't get reached? Or did we plan and execute right and our understanding of the environment or the scenario or the situation was incomplete, and so our plan didn't actually lead to the outcome that we wanted even though we executed effectively? You should do this as well. You should do this in your personal life as you create little smart experiments or bite-sized goals, or even if you're still in that mode of doing big behavioral modification stuff, even though I don't generally recommend it. It's important to have a feedback loop so that you can make sure that your action is having the desired impact. So before you go create action, you create a plan, right? You identify what you want, you identify the obstacle that's in the way, you identify a plan to overcome that obstacle, right? And part of that plan is, what do we think the problem is? How do we plan on dealing with it? What do we think will happen? 3 simple questions. Then you go and you execute the plan, right? If you're going to exercise more and eat less because you want to lose weight, great, you go do that. If you are learning to be more vulnerable and you are going to go say something that feels vulnerable to your best friend as a smart experiment, fantastic. That's your action. That's your plan, and you go do it, and that's the action. And then after the action, you need to review. Did I do what I said I was going to do? If not, why? Maybe I didn't do it because my plan wasn't very realistic. Maybe I didn't do it because I didn't understand myself well enough and how I would react in a given scenario, and so I didn't actually execute the plan. Maybe I got too scared, I didn't do anything, I froze up, and I just didn't do, right? That's really important to know. So did I do what I said I was going to do? If yes, did I get what I thought I was going to get? Right? Did the outcome that I was anticipating come to fruition? If no, why? Did you have an incomplete understanding? Did the other person involved in your experiment do something unexpected, which doesn't make it their fault that your experiment didn't go as planned? It just means that you didn't have complete information, and so you couldn't design an experiment that was big or full enough to encompass reality. Great, that's fine. Was it something else? Was it something totally unexpected that happened within you, within the other person, within the environment? Did you try to execute? You executed and it still didn't come out. Great, figure out what happened. Or, best case scenario, right? We love when this happens. I came up with the plan. I executed the plan as planned. I got the outcome I wanted, right? My life changed exactly how I wanted it to. Great. And because we're using small experiments, safe experiments, oftentimes that change is a pretty small change. So then the next question is, now what? Now what? Am I done? Did I get the full outcome that I wanted in life, or did I get one step down the path? If I got one step down the path, great, how do I get the next step? And I repeat the planning, action, review cycle. If I didn't get the outcome that I wanted, big picture, right? And I didn't get the outcome I wanted, small picture, great. I need to go back and I need to either redesign my plan or try executing the action again to see if I get a different outcome. Great. Let's say I got all my wildest dreams came true. I got the biggest change I wanted. I lost all the weight. I fit in the size 2 dress or whatever. And now life is exactly what it's supposed to be. Great. Where is there still tension in your life? And you go execute this cycle again. This is life. You're going to do this for the rest of your life. Because you and I both know that when you get the change you want, your wants change. And the thing that will make you happy today, 10 years from now, is not the thing that's going to make you happy. And you'll have to continue to find your experiments to create the change that you want most for where you're at in life now. So build this skill, this after-action review, this reflective loop, this feedback mechanism that allows you to stay oriented so that you don't get frustrated when you made a plan and you didn't get the outcome you wanted and you don't know why. Maybe you didn't execute it. Maybe the plan sucked. Maybe you had an incomplete view of the experience and the environment. All of those are fine reasons as long as you know what they are. But without this review, without this reflective bit, then you'll never know and you'll end up guessing what to do next, whether or not it worked. And that's no way to go through life. You deserve better than that because you can get change way faster if you know what you're doing next. And if you know how likely it is to succeed. And you know how likely you are to execute that action. So, the invitation for today is to go ahead and identify the thing you want. Come up with your plan, right? That's a totally different video. But come up with the plan. Add those 3 questions. What am I going to do? How am I going to do it? What do I think is going to happen? What's the outcome? Go execute, and afterwards, check back in with yourself. Did I do what I said I was going to do? Did it go the way I thought it was going to go? Did I get the outcome I thought I was going to get? There's no right or wrong answers here. That's the beautiful part. There is no failure. There's only feedback. And once you step into that mentality, then the world is your oyster. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope it's useful. It's a small skill, but it's a meaningful skill. So go ahead and practice it in your life to create meaningful outcomes today. And until next time, stay awesome.